Welcome back to Cityline. With me, I have a very familiar organization that takes care of our youth and inspires the best out of them. I'm talking about the Boys and Girls Club of South Puget Sound, and I have two amazing individuals who are here today to talk about their Puget Sound Treasure virtual event and auction. So please join me in welcoming Katie Hopkins Musgrave. You are the Director of Corporate and Foundation Giving for our beloved Boys and Girls Club. Welcome to Cityline, Katie.
Thank you.
And you brought with you Ms. Christy Garner. You are the Director of Operations for that wonderful Boys and Girls Club. Welcome to Cityline, both of you, and thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So, Miss Katie, let's chat. So this is the second time that the Boys and Girls Clubs have had to create a virtual experience for the Treasure Hunters auction. Last year was the first year, and now that we are back into distancing because of the Delta variant, you are back doing what you've already done. So tell us about the event. Our viewers are very familiar with the Legacy of Hope and the Youth of the Year programs that we cover at the beginning of the year. So what is this all about? Tell us.
Well, I'm really excited for our event again this year. We did make the decision back in January when we were talking about the planning process and what it should look like. Should it be in person? Should it not? And back in January, we didn't know what we didn't know. We were hopeful that we were wrong, but we made the decision to keep the event virtual. Last year, we reorganized and replanned the event 3 times, and we just did not have the bandwidth to do that again, if that could have been the case. And I'm really grateful for the decision that we made to keep it virtual. So what we did is we took all of the elements of the traditional Treasure Hunters event, which includes a silent auction, a live auction, a performance from our club members. Miss Christy is going to tell you a little bit about that. She would work with our kids for several weeks leading up to the event and get them prepared for their performance. They were always so excited about it. So there's all these different elements that we didn't want to lose, but how did we capture them and put them into a virtual event? So our secret sauce for our event is that we live stream a pre-recorded event. So that gives everybody time to prepare. It gives Christy time to prepare with the kids during the summer for their event. It gives us time to connect with our community members and our supporters and our sponsors that are all going to be a part of the event. That way we can all safely present an event without being in the same room and being on a tight timeline. So we're really excited to present it this year and to still bring those elements to what would feel like a gala or an auction, but everyone can watch from the comfort of their home safely.
Oh, I love that. So walk us through what we are going to expect, and how do we register, and how are we a part of this?
Awesome. So to start with, you can RSVP for the event. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can go to our website, which is bgcsps.org. That's short for Boys and Girls Club South Puget Sound. You can also text to RSVP this year. So if you text TH 2021 to 41444, that will get your RSVP started. And that is the ticket to getting you information about the upcoming events that take place. It's a week-long event. So we will start our silent auction. It's going to be a virtual auction online. And that's a week-long event, which is really fun. The difference is you get to keep competing and see who's bidding against you, and you can see who it is. So maybe it's someone that would have sat at your table traditionally at the event. You know who's trying to outbid you. So it's pretty fun. So that will kick off on the 13th of September. And so there's a little bit of time there leading up to the event. And then we will live stream our event. We'll start at 5:30 on September 18th. You'll get a text message letting you know to log on. You can put YouTube on your smart TV. You can watch it on a laptop. Or if you're traveling, you can even watch it on your phone. So the event will kick off, and it's not going to be super long, probably right around 35, 40 minutes. But we've got a great program that, like I said, highlights our kids and community supporters and our club staff and alumni.
I love that. You have planned everything perfectly.
I hope.
Well, you know what? The great thing is that no one's ever going to know because you've done this before and you're good at this.
Thank you.
Christy, welcome back to the show. You've been with us before. You work with some very amazing young people that you serve. Tell us about your involvement in the Treasure Hunters event.
Yeah, so actually, me and Katie go way back, if you will. We've been working together for, what do you say, like 5 years now, Katie, and putting this event together. And again, my portion is, it's the most rewarding part for me because it is the direct involvement with our kids, which is the heartbeat of everything that we do. And I get to come use my creative passions with music and creativity and bring that into the space with kids and help them discover things, talents that they may not even realize that they had. And so this particular year, the focus of the performance, and I'm going to give just a little bit of a spoiler, not the whole thing, but just to really give you something to look forward to, is you're gonna see a little bit of bucket drumming, and we have a couple of mini competitions that we've been working on. And then through the process of just getting in that space together, and just there were some times, and this you won't see in the performance, but just to give you a little window into what it was like in those spaces where we got to come into that room and kids just got to, they had a bucket, they have the drumsticks, and they are like looking at me and they're like, tell me when I can go, let's do this. And to see them come alive, to see them put everything into these performances, it changed me. It uplifted me. And for about 8 weeks, it was the absolute highlight of my weeks and that days that I got to go and spend time with these kids. Through the process of learning different beats and learning different performances together, they were getting excited. And so some of them just spontaneously would get up and start doing these dance moves. And so we thought, hey, how can we incorporate this into this bucket drumming performance? And at some moments you will see some of the kids just kind of got into the middle of that bucket drumming circle and just started busting a move. And then other kids were like, wait, I want to do this. And so before you knew it, the kids are going around, you got the bucket drumming going, and then the kids would get up and go into the middle and just start dancing. And then they would go out and then the next kid would come in. And it was quite powerful. And one of the pieces in that we have been working on just as an organization with our kids is highlighting those unique qualities about each of them that make them so incredible. What is it about you that makes you you? And let's talk about that and celebrate that. And so some of the kids, we made some signs and it said, hey, I am awesome because, and the kids got to write on there, hey, I'm awesome because, and I'm not gonna ruin any of it for you, but I'll tell you one because I just can't help it. And Katie knows which one I'm probably going to share. Out of that exercise with the kids, one of them said, I'm awesome because I can beatbox. And I was
yes!
like, beatbox? And he was like, do you want to hear it? And I was like, absolutely, I want to hear it. And so he just started doing it. And it blew me away. I was so shocked, and it was good. Of my best efforts of trying, I can't get as good as this little guy. And so I tell you that to take you on the journey into the heart of what we do. And that is, again, providing that space for kids where they can 100% be whoever they are. And it's not just you're welcome here, but you're seen here. And that you are celebrated for everything that makes you the person that you are. And that is really what our mission and our goal is when we have these events, to truly highlight, this is what we do for kids. It's not just a safe place for kids, but we help kids come alive and find those passions that they are so excited about. So see, I told you, long-winded, I'll stop there.
Hey,
so to make sure we keep rolling.
It's whenever we talk about children on Cityline, everybody goes nuts because we love our youth. And I love the passion. I love the look on Katie's face as you're talking about beatbox. Okay, I can what? And that's it. So when you say you found somebody who can do that, I'm like, right on. So, Katie, as we have like 3 minutes left here, one of my questions is, how can our viewers support the event? Because some people may not be able to tune in for the virtual event. So, how can they show you some love?
Well, they can show us some love by RSVPing, because what that does is that connects us to them. So we can continue to share information about the event coming up. And the beauty of it is being pre-recorded is it's available on YouTube, for a long time to come. And so, even having a little watch party with their friends later on and afterwards. And there is some information to where they can make a donation. We are really, really proud to have a matching sponsor this year again. Jerry and Nancy Reed are always so generous and supportive of our clubs. So our gifts, any gifts that come in, up to $25,000 will be matched. So that information will be available on our website if you go to bgcsps.org. And I do just want to take a minute to say thank you so much to our presenting sponsor, once again, is Kaiser Permanente. We couldn't do it without them. And I also want to thank 4 really special ladies that have been a part of Treasure Hunters long before Christy and I have ever been a part of it. And this wonderful committee of volunteers is so passionate about the clubs and the kids that we serve. This is their heart project. They continue every year to fill the room with their friends and family and colleagues, and they pour their heart into putting the program together. So a shout out to our friends, Sue Shipley, Terry Andrew, Cheryl Gillespie, and Patty Murphy. Thank you guys so much. And one other huge thank you is the real magic maker for us is our videographer, Nolan Reynolds, with Soulfire Films. He is amazing, and he really has a heart for Boys and Girls Club. He's had a nephew and a niece, I think, that have gone to the club over the years, and he knows the impact. So he has partnered with us year after year to do little videos. And when we had a need to go virtual and make it much more of a larger production, he partnered with us again, and we're so thankful for that.
Oh, yeah, way to go. And I want to say thank you to both of you and the people that lock arms with you, that make this happen. We only have so much space on our Zoom application, but we want to say thank you to them as well. And to you two also for the countless hours and creativity that you've put into this. And want to say you've got this in the can, as we say in television, and it will be there forever for people to watch. And of course, we look forward to hopefully being in person next year. So thank you both so much. And I wish you a lot of success on this virtual event.
Thank you.
Well, that wraps up another great segment of Cityline. It is always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home, zooming from my kitchen. Well, as our mayor, Victoria Woodard, says, it's time to vax up and max up. So please continue to wear your mask when you're outside. And if you know someone who needs to be vaccinated, certainly give them a little encouragement. Maybe have a conversation about your vaccination. And when we're all safe and vaccinated, come on back. And as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at Cityline. Take care.
Tacoma's where you'll stay. Oh, you're from Seattle. Oh, you're from LA. Oh, you're from Chicago, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. From the fires to the